To tonight's recap of Survivor.
Alright, so last time on Blood vs. Water, Rachel was voted out.
That's Tyson's girlfriend.
If you didn't know.
Well, Tyson came prepared with a nice cupcake belt that he got at a gas station.
Yeah, he offered everyone a lick. Colton thought about it and then said, maybe?
No. So Colton is starting to freak out because no one on his tribe wants to talk strategy with him. He is all about the strategy talk and stirring up drama, and no one wants any part of that. So he's like, well, what do I do now?
That reads as Colton thinks no one wants to play the game. They're playing. They're just not as freaking obvious as you.
All right. Well, it's time for this week's Redemption Island Challenge.
And when the tribes enter, Tyson is pissed when he sees that Rachel is there.
Yeah. So the three ladies competing this week, Marissa, Candace, and Rachel. And Jeff gives Tyson the opportunity to switch with Rachel. Rachel's like, no. So Tyson's like, I'm not doing it, Jeff. And then it gets crazy.
Tyson lays down the gauntlet on Mr. Football.
First of all, he's like, all y'all are gonna be shaking your boots if you ever meet me in Redemption Island.
Especially you, Mr. Football, smiling over there like you are.
When he called him Mr. Football,
I loved it.
I almost spit out my dinner. It was awesome.
I think Jeff was dying this redemption
was
challenge.
Drooling this whole episode.
Loved it. And then Marissa says, F you, Brad Culpepper.
Yeah, she called him out for pretty much being the ringleader on that tribe, and Brad was like, no, it's not true. But then when he was doing his little confessional, he's like, yeah, it's true. But how dare they say that?
I know. And then Colton starts freaking out like a little kid whose parents are fighting.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So there's yelling going across.
And Colton's just like,
he's not involved. He's not in this.
It was so weird.
You don't even go here.
He wants to quit. He runs over to his boyfriend and his fiance, and sits on his lap and is like,
Caleb's just like, whatever.
Yeah, Jeff is like, you suck. You faked appendicitis the first go round.
Oh, snap.
Are you gonna quit again? Quitter?
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, I can't play this.
Jeff totally ripped him a new one.
He did. And he was like, all right, get out of here.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't take Colton's buff. He was like, you keep that because we only take it from real players.
That's only for people of honor. So, it's time for the challenge. After Colton leaves and they fumigate. Alright, you have to stack dominoes on a wobbly runway. And it's like going up and down, and the dominoes have different cuts on them.
Yeah, so certain pieces are meant for certain places on the platform.
And did I happen to mention it is 114 degrees out there?
Jeff sure did.
Woo! Candace, no problem. First winner.
Yeah.
She blasted through that.
And then Marissa had an attempt, and she
blew
it. But it wasn't over because then Rachel tried, or no, she bumped into her thing
a few times. I thought Marissa had a second try.
They both had multiple tries, and it took at least 45 minutes.
Right. They came down to the final
push.
Neck and neck. They were both going, but Marissa's
crazy.
made it first. Rachel's
I think
stalled out anyway. Yeah. So she's out, and Candace gets to give her clue out. She gives it to her dumb husband again. Here, honey, take this. Try and find it again.
I'm kind of happy that Marissa stayed because she seems really feisty, and I kind of want to see her come back.
I actually really like her. So, back at Galong. Tyson is sad, but he's okay with it.
He's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Because he's got other people like Aris to hug and cuddle
Exactly.
with.
And nobody cares about Colton, so why even bother talking about it? So at Tadhana, Brad realizes he's a target.
But he's not worried at the same time. He's like, I'm used to this role, whatever.
John has the clue. He shares it with Brad. They go looking. Methinks they know successful.
I'm sorry, but if you have 2 clues, you should be able to find that immunity idol. Because there have been people before who have found immunity idols when it wasn't even announced yet that there were hidden immunity idols.
I really don't think it's that hard.
I mean, you have all the time in the world.
The challenge is going to be physical this week. They found it out in the tree mail.
Or the tire mail.
So Mr. Football is giving pointers to everybody.
It's all about balance, guys.
Hit him low. All right. No, you're too tall. Go down low.
Shut up, Mr. Football. All right, so let's talk about the challenge. Jeff lets them know it's a sumo-style, head-to-head combat deal.
With bags.
Yeah, so you gotta hit someone, and you gotta knock them off the platform into the water.
It's either going to be a comfort reward, but if you don't have the fishing gear and you want that, you could have that too.
Yeah, the comfort reward is like pillows. There may have been like a tarp,
a hammock,
or something.
some rope.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So let's talk about the matchups. First of all, Monica sits out.
Yeah, and let's just say the first one to 5 points wins.
Brad versus Jervis up first. It was a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, but Brad walked away victorious.
Then there was Laura versus Tina's daughter, and if you don't remember who Laura was, that is Mountain Man's wife. I can't think of his name. Guy who got voted out. He switched with his wife.
Rupert?
I couldn't think of his name for the life of me.
Mountain Man, he's a pirate.
Oh, you're right.
Come on.
So she went up against Katie, yeah. Then it was John, Crybaby, versus Aris. And that was pretty good as well. That took a while.
A lot of the matchups were pretty good, except for like 2-ish.
Right. John
2 or 3
prevailed on that one. Then Sierra versus Kat.
This was so pathetic. Kat was like...
Yeah. Sierra practically jumped in the water. It was really bad.
What?
And then Hayden versus Tyson, and I was like, oh man. But it ended up being pathetic because Tyson got hurt.
It was a hard hit to the shoulder.
Yeah. But he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It kind of like popped out, I think, and there was maybe a tear, like a partial tear.
Yeah.
So Hayden won that one.
There's no cold laser therapy on the island, so I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know. But then it got really crazy because there were some meaningful matchups.
Right.
They were definitely saving those for the end.
Tina versus Katie. Tina whooped her daughter's ass.
I was surprised. I was rooting for Tina.
Me too.
But I really thought that Katie was going to run away with this because
she's stocky.
She's bigger. She's younger.
Stronger. Maybe not.
Tina's
Mom is smarter. Mom's smarter. Aris versus Vitas.
They were building this up. I'm sorry, but these two remind me of the brothers from Lost. Well, Jacob and the other one even have a name?
I don't know.
The dark monster.
Yeah. Good prevailed though.
This was intense.
Aris won, even though Vitas took a cheap shot.
Vitas was lying on the ground and Aris was like, all right, I'm going to let you get up. Let's go back to the center and restart this. And then Aris was like walking back and Vitas just like attacked him.
That's so
without
uncool.
Warning. It was a cheap shot.
He knows he did wrong.
Yeah, and he still lost.
Yeah. Then the ultimate Grand Supreme, Laura versus Sierra. And Laura prevailed. And I thought it was kind of crappy at the end when they were in the water and Laura was like, are you mad at me?
Come on, it's a game.
Galong wins. They chose comfort. They go home. Tadana goes home. I got nothing for you. Get out of here. Who are we going to vote off, kids? Well, we could vote off Katie, but she cooks. We really want to eat.
So let's just get rid of the other girl who's left.
Whatever her name is. Sierra, yeah. So John goes out to look for the idol.
Yeah, so they're having this conversation. It's the 5 guys. They're like, we're going to get rid of Sierra. So then John's like, okay, I'm going to go look for the idol. So then, once he walks away, they're like, so let's blindside John.
Well, Culpepper said that.
What?
And then Culpepper walks away, and Vitas is like, let's blindside Brad.
I think that was when they were talking to the girls about it.
Right. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it's tribal time. Jeff says, Katie, you sucked.
She's like, I did.
Sierra, you sucked. Your mom's kicked your asses for you. How do you feel about that? Yeah. So, is there a male alliance?
No, but I mean, yeah. They basically were talking like it was out in the open.
Right.
It's so obvious anyway.
Culpepper is like, I'm worried. Jeff asks him, are you worried? And he's like, yes.
But no.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
And then John.
He's a target. He knows it.
He knows it because he's got 2 immunity clues. Hidden immunity clues.
And Hayden kind of like is like, if you can't find that, you know, you kind of suck. And
Brad throws out this ridiculous freaking speech where he's like, yeah, we can't all tell the truth. We gotta do whatever it takes to win.
I don't know why he did that, because Probsty wasn't even Probstin at that point. He was just like, we can't all tell the truth, Jeff. I'm a target.
Yeah, so it was time for the vote.
And it was kind of weird, because it started off with like Sierra.
Which I guess was John's vote.
Right. But then was there a vote for Brad?
No.
Oh, John's out.
I don't think there was a vote for Brad.
I don't know. Next time, Brad thinks he's in control.
But the rest of the tribe is like, we gotta get him out.
And Candace is pissed at Redemption. They sent home her crybaby husband. She flips the bird. All right. Till next time. Much love.